Hi, everybody. Welcome to Words and Music number 8, if you're counting, and most of you are, I know. I'm going to have a very interesting guest today. At least I hope you'll find it interesting. A gentleman I worked with many, many years ago. If you're a computer nut, and I'm becoming that way, you know you're living in 2007 when you accidentally enter your password on the microwave. You haven't played solitaire with the real cards in years. You have a list of 15 phone numbers to reach a family of 3. You email the person who works at the desk next to you. I've been guilty of that. Your reason for not staying in touch with friends and family is they don't have email addresses. You pull up in your own driveway. I love this one. You use your cell phone to see if anyone is home to help you carry in the groceries. Leaving the house without your cell phone, which you don't have the first 20 or 60 years of your life, is now a cause for panic. You turn around and go inside and get it. You get up in the morning and go online before getting your coffee, and finally you start tilting your head sideways to smile. Everybody does that with the computer. My guest is a longtime friend. 32 years ago, Dick Edwards and I sang in San Diego. Actually, we sang karaoke, and we met through our wives. They were working together, and Dick Edwards' wife said, I know your husband sings, but so does mine. And so we made an appointment to get together. This is Dick Edwards. Dick, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to have you here.
It's my pleasure.
Speak up now like you do when you're really bawling me out.
Oh, that hasn't happened for a while.
How you feeling, pal?
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Getting older. Of course,
me
everybody
too.
is.
But you know, well, you got up at 4 o'clock this morning and drove from San Diego, so you must be a little tired.
And we made it in 6 hours.
Wow.
Not bad.
Not bad. Those Kias really go, don't they?
They do.
You remember our first audition?
The first audition. The only one I remember really is the one at the Hotel del Coronado.
But before that, when Stormy and Brandy got together, we had a little deal at our house, and this was the music we were playing. If you have it there, Garrett.
It's the party and the cry, I want to cry, I want to cry.
Oh yeah! Oh my
Wild
God!
night. And I wasn't sure if you could sing or not because we were both ripped.
Well, that happened most of the time
That
too.
happened most of the
Oh,
time.
I don't believe so.
And then later on, we went up to we put some things together. And we went up to Larry Lawrence and Bill Green at the. This is you singing.
Who's that?
Who is that fellow?
Boy, it sounds good.
That was 1976.
I'm not a
Oh my
king, I'm a man.
Love
Well,
that song.
yeah,
Take
I do
my
too.
hand.
One of my favorites. One of my favorites.
We'll make
We did a lot of good things, though.
Yeah, we did. It kind of surprised. You know, when we hear karaoke today, and there's such a vast selection to pick from. That was Floyd Kramer playing the piano in the background.
That's all we had was
That's all we had.
instrumentals, and there wasn't a lot to pick from. I don't know how you did it, but
Well, I was a disc jockey. I had that.
but
room
you
to
got
sing,
a
yeah.
lot of stuff.
But
for
thank
us.
God your mother collected Lenny D records, you know, because we used him a lot too.
Yeah, Lenny D.
Anyway, here's what happened. So I had done some commercials for a guy who owned a sound shop, and I was singing at the Smuggler's Inn in Mission Valley with a guitarist, Don Nimitz, which was a hard gig because Don didn't sing at all, so there was no harmony, and 4 hours a night, Friday and Saturday for 14 months. And so I was working there when your wife suggested we get together. So a guy that I'd done the commercials for gave me a reel-to-reel RCA Victor machine. It must have weighed 75 pounds.
Oh, you lugged that up to all of our
Yeah,
gigs.
we did. And so I was playing around in the den one night, and I put a record on, and I ran it through the system I had, and I hooked the mic up, and I started singing. I thought, maybe this would work. And you remember, Dick, about that time, people like Kirk Bates and who were some of the other entertainers there?
In San Diego,
Yeah.
oh,
The
Chain Gang.
Chain Gang, love the
Chain Gang, really good.
The Rising Sun, Danny Solmus, all those people.
Yep, and your Buddy Reed.
Buddy Reed.
Buddy Reed,
Hobbs.
yeah.
He died about 4 years ago. Are you aware of that? Yeah.
He must have still been playing the
He
piano.
was playing the piano in heaven, I think. Anyway, we put this musical combination of songs one after another, And we auditioned for the owner of the Hotel Del. It was Larry Lawrence.
Yeah, we shot pretty high right to begin with, didn't we?
Why did we go there?
I have no idea.
So here's the setting. Bill Green was the musical entertainment director, and Larry Lawrence, and they were opening the Vista Room, and the audition was 4 in the afternoon. We were upstairs, and the beach was down below us, and the sun was coming in at our backs, and these two guys sitting there watching us. We did about 4 songs for them, no applause, no nothing.
Nothing.
You remember? And I said to you, let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
And we started to walk off, and Mr. Lawrence got up and said, this was Wednesday, he said, could you guys start on Friday night? And we couldn't believe it.
Well, if you remember too, he said, I don't have the house band.
Yeah, that's right.
He said, you know, you'd be doing this with a house band, but they didn't show up today. Can you do something, you know, make your own background or something? Do you have tapes?
And he didn't know what was going on.
He didn't know what was going on.
Nor did they. Anyway, we opened at the Vista Lounge on a Friday night. And tell them about the group of young people that were there. It made us feel so good.
Well, I swear, I think they were from, at that time, I'm trying to think whether it was some Broadway show that we had a song that we did called If We Only Had Love, or If We Only Have Love.
If We Only Have Love.
And we were doing that, and all of a sudden they came up out of where they were sitting.
They were sitting around the
and
floor
stood
of
in
the
front of
dance floor.
stood in front of the stage, and they just went wild for it. I mean, you know, it was great. I mean, they joined in.
What they did is they formed a circle and they were swaying back and forth to the song.
Yep.
Oh, it was a great night.
It was unbelievable. It was
a great night.
everything went right at that place. That was a nice room, good acoustics. It was perfect.
Except on New Year's night, we were still there, and we'd been there a couple of months, and I think they had booked the Mary Kay Trio and Ponce Ponce, wasn't it? Yeah. So that 3 different rooms, and we started at Vista Lounge, and then every hour or hour and a half, we'd have to take our equipment and go to. I had gout in one of my.
You and the cane?
47 years old, and I had gout in my foot.
I forgot about that.
But anyway, and we never did get to see Mary Kay Trio, and I wanted to see
No,
her.
because we were doing it. We were doing a gig when they were. In fact, we finished up New Year's down in the main ballroom.
That's true. And I thought we would die down there because it was a big ballroom, and I looked out at the stage and I said, they're not going to like us at all. And they did.
They did.
They really did.
Yeah,
They didn't
we
know
were
what we
good.
were doing, but it was a lot of fun. You enjoyed those days, though, didn't you?
Loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it.
You know, I looked up Larry Lawrence on the internet because I'd heard rumors about, he became ambassador to Sweden. And when he died in the late 80s, he was buried at Arlington National Cemetery. And then later, apparently, somebody was looking into his records, found out that he lied about his service records, so they exhumed his body from Arlington. I don't know where they
That's
found him
right.
buried. But he was really a nice man. When he hired us, I was very grateful.
No problems there.
Who were some of your favorite entertainers in San Diego? We're going back a long ways when there were frontmen and bands and great singers.
Well,
coming through.
you know, Mickey Finn. Remember Mickey
Oh,
Finn?
God, yes.
Mickey Finn from San Diego.
Yeah.
He's the banjo playing guy.
I liked his wife a lot better.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I can't say that. But, yeah,
I know you can't, but I can.
yeah. And again, the Shane Gang. I thought they were great.
Oh,
they
they were.
played. They played a vast selection of music.
Yeah.
You know.
We'll take a very short break. Back with Dick Edwards from, actually from Cottonwood, Arizona right now, by
Right
way
now.
of San Diego.
Moments when 2 hearts are sharing magic moments, memories we've been sharing. But you should know I can't live if living is without you.